All right, let's look at this section, dimensional analysis, measurement, and unit analysis. So what is a measurement? It's a number describe the size or amount of something. Okay, so the type of measurements including length, area, volume, weight, temperature, time, and electron. Okay, many different types of measurements. And the process of converting from one unit to another is called a unit analysis or dimensional analysis. And this is the common conversion factor. Okay, later through the example, we will see how we can utilize the conversion factors. So again, this just repeating the same thing. We use the conversion factor to convert a measurement from one unit to another. Okay, it's called a factor label method. So let's look at a concrete example. 3.5 feet equals how many inches? So from the previous slides, we know 1 foot equals 12 inches, right? That's the conversion factor given to us. And every unit conversion problem, this will given to you, okay? The conversion factor will given to you. So how to utilize this conversion factor? We need to write a conversion factor into a ratio, okay? So it can have two different ways to write. One way, you can put a foot on the numerator and an inch put on the denominator. 1 foot equivalent to 12 inches. Okay, so the ratio, that's equals 1, right? Because they are equal. Or you can write another way around, which is 12 inches put on the numerator and 1 foot put on the denominator. And then this is also 1. So we multiply by the conversion factor, which is times 1, and it doesn't change anything, right? The value doesn't change. So what is changing? The unit is changing. Okay, so that's the idea how we do the dimensional analysis or unit conversion. Okay, so now let's look at this. 3.5 feet. Let me just write as 3.5 feet, right? And then we need to multiply the conversion factor, right? And then which put on the numerator, which put on the denominator. Or in other words, we need to use this one or we need to use this one as a conversion factor. The key is this. We do not want the foot anymore, right? This is the end desired unit. So we want to cancel the foot, and then we need to put the foot on the denominator in the conversion factor. So check which one, foot on the denominator. Obviously, this is the one, right? This is the one we're going to use. So 1 foot will be on the denominator, 12 inches. So inch, that's the desired unit, need to be on the numerator. Think about, does that make sense to you? So we multiply by 1, it doesn't change anything, right? However, we cancel the foot and the foot cancel out, and then we convert from foot to the inches. So 12 times 3.5, we have 42 inches. And then here we need to fill in 42. That's how we do the unit conversion. Okay, let me repeat this process one more time. We need to multiply a conversion factor, which is the end desired unit. You need to be on the denominator, and the desired unit need to be on the numerator of the conversion factor. Okay, and then multiply the conversion factor, and then that's the product. That's what we need. And then you can tell the unit already converted, right, from the feet to the inches. Okay, let's do one more time. Try another example. A fence company is measuring a rectangular area in order to install a fence around its perimeter. if the length of the rectangular area is 130 yards and the width is 75 feet, what is the total length of the distance to be fenced? So in order to help you to understand this question, I just make a simple graph, okay? Just help you to visualize it. Rectangular area, and then what is the length? 130 yard. What is the width? 75 width. Since it's rectangular, so the two lengths will be the same. The two widths should be the same, right? All right, the question asking what is the total length of the distance to be fenced, So it doesn't really specify what unit, right, you need to convert it to. So that's really up to you. You can either convert it everything to yard, right, or convert everything to the foot. But you cannot adding foot and yard together because they are different units. Is that right? Think about, okay? So 1 yard equals 3 feet. That's the conversion factor. 1 yard equals 3 foot. So it's up to you. You want to all the four sides converted to the yard, or you want the four sides all converted to the feet. Let's just do both, okay? So first, if we say everything, we convert to the yard. And then the length already yard, right, with the yard unit. So all we need to do is convert 75 foot, right, times a conversion factor, and then that will become the yard. So what kind of conversion factor we need to put? This is n desired unit, right? Foot need to be on the denominator, right? So 3 foot on the denominator, 1 yard is on the numerator, right? Foot cancel, and then numerator is 75, denominator is 3, that's 25 yard. Is that right? So this is equivalent to 25 yard. This is equivalent to 25 yard. And then now we can add a parameter, right? 130 plus 130 plus 25 plus 25. That's given us what? That's 260, right? Plus 50, 310 yard. That's we convert all the unit to the yard to find the length of the distance to be fenced, which is 310 yard. If we want to everything convert to the feet, and then we want to convert 330 yard to how many foot, right? How many feet? And then this time, what we need to multiply? Conversion factor. The yard need to be on the denominator, right? Which is 1 yard, right? And then the numerator will be the 3 foot. Is that right? Since I already put a foot there, so I will just delete this one. So yard and yard cancel, right? And then numerator 130 times 3, so that's 390 unit will be the foot. And then find the distance will be 390 plus 390, right? And then plus 75 plus 75. So that's given us what? 390 plus 390, that's 780, right? 780 plus 150, that will be 930. Right? Either way, either you do this or do this. Either way is correct.